Before we get started, make sure to turn on post notification and subscribe to the channel. 10 superstars who are frequently botching. Number 10. Brie Bella. One of the biggest botches of the year came from Brie Bella during a tag team match against the Riot Squad when she caught Liv Morgan square in the face with a huge kick, leading to her suffering a serious concussion. The situation was quickly brought up on social media and was made into a major talking point, and while people certainly came to Brie's defense, as a WWE veteran such as her husband, Daniel Bryan, who admitted to all a list of injuries he had caused others, there was just as many people complaining about her. Countless fans came out and showcased her botches, which to her credit, all came after spending a lengthy period of time out of the ring to become a mother. But given that they were becoming more and more frequent, it was a wise move by WWE to take her out of the ring. Number 9. Nia Jax. Every wrestler botches every now and then, but when it becomes a serious issue that is taking out top WWE talent for periods of time, it becomes a much more serious matter, which is why Nia Jax is suffering major heat from the fans and likely people in WWE right now. Her closed fist punch to the face of Becky Lynch cost WWE the main event of Survivor Series when Lynch's nose was broken and she suffered a serious concussion, and it highlighted some major issues with Jax's performances as of late. A laundry list of botches was quickly made clear by wrestling fans, including how she threw Selena Vega at Evolution, as well as dropping herself to the back of Charlotte Flair and hurting Bayley, proving that she's a repeat offender of serious botches, something she needs to be careful about. Number 8. Lana. Sadly, Lana is more of a throwback female wrestler to back when Vince McMahon had full control, in the sense that she's hired more for her looks and personality than she is in her ring ability, which is why she was kept as a valet for such a long time. Lana's best served by Rusev's side, and she's incredibly entertaining in that role, and it really enhances his character at the same time, because in the ring, she still has plenty of kinks to work out before she could get a major push. However, it can't be denied that she's putting in the work, as can be seen on Total Divas and on her social media, with Lana often training with her best friend Natalya to improve as much as possible, which has to be commended. Number 7. Bobby Lashley. Even though he has improved so much since his original run with the company, there are still major flaws in Bobby Lashley's performances that can't be hidden, especially on the microphone, which is why WWE decided to give him a mouthpiece. However, in the ring, he has also looked shaky at times, with his greatest Royal Rumble spot with Big Cass being a scary one, as he attempted to hold the bigger man in the air only to end up dropping him straight onto his neck. Lashley is an incredibly powerful man, and because of that, any mistakes he makes can have a huge impact, which is likely one of the reasons the company hasn't given him a major main event push just yet. Number 6. Jinder Mahal. There's reason why people were so annoyed when Jinder Mahal was given the WWE Championship, and that is because, put simply, he's not a good enough wrestler to warrant being given the most prestigious championship in the company. One of the reasons for this is that he often botches in the ring. In fact, he had a serious incident just weeks before he became champion during a match on Raw against Finn Balor, proving why it was a strange decision by WWE. Few will forget his terrible botch against Jeff Hardy at the Greatest Royal Rumble, and overall, he just isn't a very smooth worker, hence why he was always kept to very simple World Championship matches. Number 5. Titus O'Neil. Who can forget the incredible moment when Titus O'Neil botched getting into the ring at the Greatest Royal Rumble, running down and tripping up, sliding underneath the ring, created a viral moment, and was arguably the funniest botch since the Shockmaster. However, it isn't just outside of the ring where O'Neil is a little bit clumsy, as he is known for botching inside the ring as well, often getting timing wrong, and while there has been nothing disastrous, he isn't perfect. His slip at the Greatest Royal Rumble wasn't his first either, as he also had an infamous moment during his early days on the NXT game show series. Therefore, it's not a surprise that WWE keeps him out of the ring for most of the year. Number 4. Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey has a very tough and tumble style inside the ring, which suits her incredibly well considering her background in MMA, and so far, she hasn't had any major issues or injured anybody, but there certainly has been moments when it looked like she could. In her defense, Rousey hasn't been competing for very long, and to say she's brand new to the sport, she has arrived at the highest level and done a fantastic job so far as champion. But considering how aggressive she is in the ring, Ronda will need to be careful. It's not easy to come from a background of legit hurting people to then trying to make it look like you're hurting people, but really you are being incredibly safe, and that is something Rousey has to learn on the job. Number 3. Sin Cara. It just seems like the character is destined to be full of botches, no matter who is behind the mask, with both the wrestlers who have portrayed the character creating some of the worst botches in WWE history. The current performer behind the mask is much better, but still has his issues, which could be the reason why WWE never uses him. Even though he would be a perfect fit for the 205 Live roster, adding a well-known name to the show, it doesn't help that he often botches right from the start because of his difficult springboard entrance, which uses a trampoline at the start and has seen some comedic accidents. so perhaps WWE should get rid of that to start with. Number 2. Primo. It's been that long since the call-ins were used frequently on WWE TV that many fans have probably forgotten what Primo even looks like, let alone whether or not he botches frequently, but he often gets caught out in the ring. Primo's actually very quick in the ring, and sometimes it seems he's a little too fast for his own good, as he bounces off the top ropes and struggles to keep up with his own pace, which can lead to mistakes. It might be one of the factors in WWE's decision to keep the call-ins off TV, as he managed to even creep a botch into his short Greatest Royal Rumble show, proving the company's decision to keep him away is right. Number 1. Mandy Rose. It probably isn't Mandy Rose's fault that fans are seeing so many botches from her on TV. After all, she has been fast-tracked all the way to the main roster from being on Tough Enough in an incredibly quick time, mainly because she has a great look and solid microphone skills. Rose doesn't often have major botches that are overly noticeable like others on the list, but it is more of a consistent issue with her timing that sees her make mistakes on a frequent basis, which can frustrate people. Rose is improving very quickly though, which is one of the reasons WWE continues to push her, with Rose getting more and more time on SmackDown each week, especially after a brilliant showing at Survivor Series.